Camacho Scorpion in a Robusto. Hey everybody, I'm Abel Kate and this is a Cigar Vlog. So, I'm starting to wonder if Camacho is going for a thing of who can have the biggest cigar band on the market today. Because look at this, you get this entire freaking Scorpion on here. So anyway, as far as I know, I believe this is a sun-grown wrapper. I'm not entirely positive on that, don't quote me. You can always go to the actual Camacho website and find out, or check out the catalog of wherever you get it from. But I've noticed I really need to start paying a little bit more attention to pointing out the actual cap, if my camera will focus, because the cap actually says quite a bit. This is a good, solid triple cap. I started noticing, I just kind of thought about this like before I got out here, because the last cheapo I reviewed, and this is not a cheapo by any stretch, by the way. The last cheapo I reviewed had like a single cap and kind of started falling apart on me. And it was kind of weird because I was the only one in the entire bundle that actually did that so far. Anyway, the more caps, the sturdier the construction, and the more you can actually trim without it falling apart. Speaking of trimming, let's go ahead and get this sucker trimmed up. Don't go too crazy. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and just yank this right now because it's big and loose and obnoxious as hell. Let's face it, the band is relatively inconsequential. What matters is the flavor. And whether or not I scorch the crap out of the end trying to light it. Yeah, I knew they were going to do that. Alright, right from the get-go. A little spicy. Ooh, like piquant spicy. Slightly sweet, a little toasty. Good start. Alright. I'm going to smoke this down an inch and see if it wakes up. By the way, yeah, we got like a crazy amount of snow. So getting to the spot where I'm at right now was a little more precarious than it should have been. So now I gotta get out of here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, it's a lot slicker than you think. So I'm gonna slow this down an inch and get right to you from there. Okay, so far, getting on the first inch here. Flavors have been, as far as a really piquant hit of spiciness, along with a good sweetness and this kind of toasty, nutty thing going on. The retrohale, passing just a little bit of the smoke through your nose. Not so much spicy, but it's sweet and nutty. Overall, though, everything kind of waking up proving to be rather interesting. If you're into spicier stuff, this is definitely going to be right up your alley. I kind of see where they're getting this whole Scorpion thing from. It's got a little bit of bite to it. But overall, you know, I want to say a little cedary, clean tobacco, slightly sweet, slightly spicy, a little nutty. Pretty good so far. So, anyway, about the whole band thing. Camacho recently did a kind of a rebranding where they've been around since 1964, around about, and they used to have a very, very traditional marketing, you know, very traditional, kind of, you know, embroidered, you know, embossed, you know, goldish, you know, very kind of old fart looking bands on them. And a couple of years back, they decided to freshen up their image, and they started making these simple, deep colored, huge bands. They just say point blank Camacho, and they kind of rebranded themselves as a little more active, a little bit more of a classic cigar that's still modern, instead of being, you know, an old man's fart stick. And so far, I have to admit, I think it's working out pretty good. I like the branding. I also like the cigar. But I've also noticed that other companies like Toronjo, however the hell you're supposed to pronounce that, have been trying to copy that with a bit less success. That said, the copycat is still another oddly popular cigar for some reason, but they just don't quite have the same oomph that the Camacho labels have. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this down to the halfway point, see if this changes or wakes up. And yes, it's a little chilly out, so if my nose runs, sorry, because yeah, at the halfway point. Alright, pretty decent halfway point here. So, think about the ash. I noticed that the ash actually initially flopped off past the first inch, but I think that's because I accidentally tapped it, which is kind of what I did here. I just went ahead and tapped it, and something kind of interesting happened. After the first inch, the spiciness of the draw, or the initial light, completely went away. And I'm getting a smooth, creamy nuttiness with a slight fruitiness. Also, funny thing, I'm smoking a cigar named after a scorpion. Right over by that tunnel over there, I looked down on the ground, and I saw this big, just huge spider. And I think it was a brown recluse. So, yeah, I am staying the hell away from that little son of a bitch, because I remember back at Fort Jackson, we had a guy that apparently got bit on the wrist by a brown recluse, had this big gnarly infection, and it was kind of a mess on his hand. But we kind of made a joke. We didn't know what he was afflicted with, so we said he had herpetogonosypha AIDS. Funny little side story there. Anyway, so far, normally I use the ash length as a register of the construction quality. Basically, if the structural integrity can be maintained after being physically weakened by being burnt, and if it can hold up like half the cigar's weight, then you got good construction. That kind of didn't really happen with this, because I think I just kind of messed it up. Overall, though, I can say that Camacho is known for having excellent construction, good draw. Like I said, there's a big triple cap on here, so they're not screwing around. Yeah, so far, just a nice toasty, nutty sweetness. Occasionally get a slightly fruity note, especially in the retrohale. I'm kind of trying to piece together what I'd add to drink with this. I'm going to say pretty much anything you like. Whiskey, coffee, tea, whatever floats your boat. It's kind of one of those cigars that kind of goes with everything, really. Yeah, it's light, friendly, inviting. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the nub and get back to you from there. Alright, coming down to the nub. Flares is kind of getting hot and washed out, so get the point as any to finish this up. So far, from the midpoint to here, flavors have been pretty consistent, being largely sweet, creamy nuttiness, clean tobacco, with occasionally a little bit of a fruity note. As I said previously, drink pairings could be pretty much whatever you like. It's one of those kind of jack of all trades when it comes to flavor pairings. It's got its own flavor, but it's not really going to impede anything else. I don't know if anything else is really going to complement it, but, experiment and find out. Overall, construction has been good. I've had the occasional touch-up here and there, but I usually attribute that to my light more than anything else. Beyond that, though, definitely a nice new offering. I think it's new. A nice offering from Camacho. Okay, so it is like 50-something degrees, like 55, 56, something like that. Sun's getting a little low, so temperature's going down. The breeze is absolutely frigid. And a little while ago, there's this guy running along in like a t-shirt and kind of runner's booty shorts. This is one of the things that kind of irks me about certain guys. This dude was a stick figure, but I figured he wasn't cold because, one, he was running pretty good, but he also had more hair on his legs than Yogi and Boo Boo combined. I shall call him Stick Squatch. He should be captured and returned to Foundation HQ for further study. Note, Dr. Bright is not to be allowed within 100 meters of the subject. Anyway, not a whole lot else to say about this cigar other than, for the price, definitely worth the money. Nice little companion cigar. Anyway, if you like this video or any of it, if you like this video or any other video, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you had a different experience. Beyond that, check out my Twitch stream, Sundays and Wednesday nights, midnight to 2 a.m. If you can't make it for the live stream, it's always recorded for about a week afterwards. Alright, that's all I got. I'll see you next time.